Hey guys, happy 2026. I am so excited we are all here. I'm in my cozy attire. I am, drinking my tea. So excited. My little pig cup. It's a great way to bring in the new year. Just health, prosperity, and abundance. That is what I'm surrounded with, abundance. And I'm so grateful for my family, and I'm so grateful that we are all here together in 2026 so that we can share the love with the world. So this video is going to be about how I started my very first business, and it took a lot of ups and downs, took a lot of trials, tribulations, but eventually I got there and I have a solid foundation for my business. I wanted to bring some of these things to the light because even though I am still new and still growing, I have learned a lot over the past 2 years, and I want to share that with you guys because I don't really open up a lot. I don't really let you guys know the behind the scenes of what is really going on when I was creating this business. So now that I've shared the business with you guys, I want to go ahead and get into those ups and downs. In this video, I'm going to be revealing some of the common pitfalls that I stumbled across becoming a new entrepreneur by not outsourcing parts of my business to losing my creative spark. But get your tea because I have mine, and today I am drinking my business's tea, the Lavish Leaf Aurora blend. It is delicious. It's good for literally everything. It's got black tea, green tea, turmeric, ginger. So I like to drink this tea when I am not feeling the best. I like to drink this tea when I feel like I just need to pick me up. I really like the ginger that's in it, and also the black tea keeps me going. So I enjoy it. I love every asset of it. You can read more about it. I'll tell you more about it, but we're not here to talk about that today. We are here to talk about the business and how it got started. Lavish Leaf started in 2023, and don't mind me, like if you see that I'm looking down, it's just because like I'm looking at my notes because I don't want to be all over the place with this. I want to like try to stay on topic if I can. I don't know. We're gonna try. So Lavish Leaf started with an idea after several other failed attempts. I was creating candles, I was creating I wanted to do website design for people because I have a graphic design degree. I wanted to do a lot, and then I also wanted to be a visual artist. I literally went to school for computer science. Like I was all over the place when I was in school, so it makes sense that I'm all over the place like when I'm not in school, when I'm looking for like a career, it kind of makes sense that I'm staying with that certain theme. So like I said, several failed attempts of me trying to create my own business, and Lavish Leaf came up, and that was whenever I realized this is different. Usually when I come across these types of projects, like I'm gonna create my own business, I'm gonna do that, like it's just that. It's a project, and once you complete it, it's done. Or maybe you don't even complete it because you're like me, where you start a lot of things. You start a lot, but finishing comes far in between. So usually I would get bored and I would just get kind of restless with the idea, and I just don't want to continue. But with Lavish Leaf, it just kept my interest. So I just kept going, and there was no signs of burnout, or there was no signs of boredom or anything. And I think it really came down to I became more interested in healing people. I wanted to educate myself more so that I can be a book of knowledge to people who are not aware that they can use holistic healing to their benefit. Instead of us always, oh, I'm sick, I gotta call the doctor, why don't we try to figure out something ourselves? And I just started this journey probably about 5 years ago, but I have loved every step of it, and I decided to take my knowledge and further educate my customers and educate my community so that we can all heal ourselves the best way possible, the way Mother Nature wanted us to, and not have to rely on the pharmaceutical companies to sustain our life. We sustain our life, which is why I am so passionate about tea, because that is one of the many ways we can sustain, and we can also extend our lives by drinking green tea in the morning, or by just sipping on white tea every now and then. There's so many different teas out there that can truly help us, and each individual tea can help each individual's ailment. And that is the beauty of tea, and that is why I decided to create Lavish Leaf. I want to be a part of that holistic healing team. That is who I associate myself with, what I associate myself with. So my company obviously is associated with that as well. So that's a little bit why, like, where it came from. And I also realized that Lavish Leaf is not for me. It was an idea that was given to me, but this is becoming something that is so much bigger than me. It is becoming a healing place for people who don't know how to heal themselves. It is becoming a grand meeting for people to share share questions and give their answers, and we can all help each other. I just want to be there. I just want to be there, and I just want to have a part in the story. You know, Lavish Leaf will take the rest, do the rest. But I just want to experience what it's like to help people heal themselves naturally, using the things that we were given, using the things that Mother Nature has given us. And so, like I said, creating this company has become something that's so much bigger than me. I continued because of my family. I continued because of the people who I know need this information. And I continue because of the fact that holistic healing is just my go-to every single time. So now I will say this was all very fun. And this was all something that I wanted to do, right? But I also did get very burnt out. I also did not want to continue working on my business at times. I did not want to continue at all for a while. I thought, why? It's no point. Like, there's so many other tea companies. I look like I'm making a mockery of them. I don't know. I had the worst negative feeling when I first started this company, and I realized that it was because I was burnt out. And it wasn't because I didn't believe in my company. It was because I had no more energy to give it. And that was very sad, because I'm realizing that so many people love tea, and they love the tea that Lavish Leaf houses, and they love the taste, they love the way it makes them feel. And to think that if I didn't allow them to have access to this tea, how selfish I would have felt. And so you guys probably don't know that I work 40 hours a week, and I am a supervisor where I work. So it's even more stress. A lot of times I feel like I'm still a failure because I didn't run somebody's breaks on time, or I feel like I'm a failure because I forgot to send an email. It's crazy. The type of mental stress I put myself through when I'm at work. And the type of overthinker that I am, yeah, is just more mental stress. Like overthinking about small things like that are so meaningless, because in 10 years, who's gonna know that I forgot to send an email? I work full time, 40 hours a week. I was also Ubering, and I still do whenever I'm like, able to. I also, um, I also was studying real estate, and I did get my certificate, but I never scheduled my classes. So, and all of that is because I'm trying to do everything all at once while also having enough energy to support my business and to market my business and like keep up with my website, keep up with inventory, like so much. I didn't want to do all of that. That's so much. Why would I want to do all that? I want to just relax. I want life to be easy for me. I don't want life to be hard. And so when it was becoming hard, I realized, okay, I have a problem. I need to relax because I'm burning out quick. And it wasn't long before I started to get sick, and my menstrual cramps were even worse than they ever been, because of stress, and hormonal stress is no joke. And, there was a lot of like just all of this exhaustion. That's what I want to say. All of this exhaustion that I went through. And it's very unfortunate because I have so many great ideas. When I am well rested, I am the most creative girl that you will ever meet. But if I need rest, I can't think about anything. Like I don't think about anything outside of the box. So certain days I would get to a point of incapacity. Like I was incapacitated, where I am in the bed all day because I cannot work, I cannot get up, I cannot clean my house, I cannot like make myself food, I cannot do normal things because I was so tired. And unfortunately, that lasted for so long that I, did put my business aside for a while. But I'm grateful to say that now I am back, and I am, trying even harder to make sure that I talk more about my business and express my passion for tea and the healing powers that it has. Yeah, so eventually I lost all of my creativity. I didn't want to paint. I also paint. That's one of my paintings right there. I didn't want to paint. I didn't want to taste any tea. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to. And it really started to take a toll on me because those are things that give me joy. And when I was doing everything else that didn't give me joy, I was just making myself feel so used, very used. Like I wasn't filling my cup. It was just so empty. And that really took away from my business. It took away from me showing my personality because I didn't have one, because I wasn't rested. And so it took a lot out of me working all those hours and then pushing myself to do even more. And I realized never again. I had to set some boundaries. So what I did is I set up these non-negotiables. Some of those are massages. Oh no, I had 6 months without a massage. When I went back to get a massage, I will tell you right now, she realized, yeah, it's been a while. So all I'm saying to you is get a massage at least once a month. It will change your life. I used to do that consistently every month, and then I stopped because of the burnout. And I tell you, like, now that I realize how much I actually needed that, yeah, every month it's a non-negotiable. You have to get massages, have to work out those cramps, those body cramps, those tight spots. You have to work that out. They just are not gonna go away. They have to be massaged out. And massaging is another part of healing. We need the human touch on the body. We need the pressure that like human hands give. You know, I have a massager here, but it's not any comparison to human hands. And no shame to the body massager, because it does come in handy when I need it, trust me. But when I tell you it is no matchmaker for these people, you have to get your massages monthly. Also eating more. Okay, I was stressed. I would snack throughout the day. I wouldn't really eat a full meal like ever. I would eat like one full meal. But honestly, it just wasn't good for me. That's not what I would naturally do. Like, that just wasn't for me. Naturally, I would want to eat. I want to eat because when I'm happy, I eat. And if I'm not happy, then I'm not eating. You feel me? So it's like I needed to eat. And so I realized 2 meals a day is good with some snacks in between. I'm good. And I wasn't doing that. So that's a non-negotiable. No, I'm feeding myself. And if I have to pay for it, then I have to pay for it. But I'm feeding myself. I'm not going to let myself not eat at least 2 full meals a day. Like, that's just something that... But when I say full meals, I mean, like, for me, soup and a bread is a meal. So I don't know what y'all consider meals. But anyway, yeah, so I had to implement some of that. And some days I did have to call off work because of the stress that I was under. And I realized I need rest. Like, I just realized that, like, I need rest. So I some days I would have to call off because I just could not, like, my mental health means so much more to me these days that I could not put myself under any more stress. I just needed to take care of myself, my mind, my body, like my soul. I need to take care of those things. And if I don't, nobody will. So, hey, I gotta take care of myself before I can take care of anybody else in this world. So if I want to show up for my company, if I want to show up for my job, if I want to show up for my family, my friends, anyone, I need to take care of myself. And that is something that I had to learn because I was giving so much of myself away. So now I'm able to give back to myself and fill my cup up and actually express myself, because this is who I am. And there's so many things that I want to share with the world that now I feel I'm able to do because I rested. So yes, rest is very important, and oh my gosh, it's very important. Also delegation, okay? Delegation was something that I had to learn. Even when I was a supervisor, I worked at a grocery store named Heinen's, for those of you in Ohio. So I worked at a grocery store named Heinen's when I was in high school, and I was a supervisor there. And I was told by one of the managers that I need to delegate. And I was like, what does that mean? I realized soon after he said that what delegating meant. And I never forgot it. And when I went to my next role at where I'm currently working, I brought it with me and I learned, okay, delegate. But then also when I was creating my business, I forgot. It's like, all of a sudden I forgot how to delegate. And I wonder why I'm tired, you know? Like, I had to outsource some things, and I had to do that so that I wouldn't burn myself out, so that I can continue to promote and continue to share about my business. And some of those things were like website design, you know, marketing, things like that. Things that I don't have to be 100% hands-on for. And I was so proud of myself when I finally decided to outsource those things, because for years I was working on it all alone, all by myself, and wondering why I couldn't stay consistent, beating myself up for it, even though I'm doing all of this stuff on the side. And, you know, so I was just like, oh my God, I can't do it all. Then don't do it all. You don't have to do it all. So when I realized that, I completely had a 180, 360, and I realized, wow, like, what else can I outsource? What else can I, you know, not have to do to make my life a little bit easier and still have my business and still work on it, but also not be as involved. So, well, maybe involved is not the right word, I'm not sure. Also not be as hands-on. But in conclusion, right guys, listen to your body, okay? Don't try to do everything all at once. That is what I did. I tried to do everything all at once, and I realized that it really was not smart. Do what you can do today, do some tomorrow, you know, but what I will say is what is meant for you will be. There's no rush, right? Everything gets done in due time. You don't have to feel like you're going to miss out on something if you don't get it done right now, because hey, if you don't get it done right now, you'll get it done tomorrow. If you don't get it done tomorrow, wake up, stop sleeping on it. But yeah, we don't want it to last too long, but what matters is that you started. What matters is that you started that process of starting. And that's really what I had to do. I had to just start. I had to just get it out there, and everything just became easier as I just started and kept going. And also there's a quote that I read on a tea bag, and it says, nature does not rush, yet everything gets done. So I love that quote so much. I always tell people that, especially I work in a fast-paced environment, and I always tell them nature doesn't rush. So, you know, and everything gets done. So there's nothing that you need to worry about. Everything will get done. And for those of you starting your own business in 2026, just remember the things that I talked about in this video. Outsource as much as you can. Make sure you delegate. Make sure you take time to refill your cup, get your massages, eat your food, drink your water, take your baths, take a shower if that's what you like, but make sure you're doing what you need to do to refill your cup so that you can show up for your business and you can show up strong the way that you want to show up. Because I guarantee you, if you don't show up the way you want to show up, you're going to have so much regret. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? So you might as well just do it. Just show up the way that you want to after you've had the well-needed rest. And you deserve rest. And I know that at times people feel guilty, myself included. I felt guilty for resting. No, we're not doing that anymore. We need rest, and we need to take it. Don't worry about anything else. Take your rest so that you can show up and be the best version of you. I love you guys so much. I am so glad that you guys are here, and thank you so much for listening. And I hope that I was able to share a little bit more about myself and my business with you guys so that you guys can, you know, learn more about me and my journey. And hopefully my journey has influenced you or inspired you. I just hope that it impacted you in a positive way. And I hope you guys have a wonderful 2026. And thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video.